Hello, and welcome to my new moon in Aries energy reading for the end of March, beginning of April 2022. It is a powerful time. We have the new moon tightly conjunct Chiron, and I am sure you are feeling some of the intensity of that. Chiron is the energy of the wounded healer, and so we are all being invited. I read a beautiful post by Astro Butterfly, and she said it this way: we are all being invited to look at what most triggers us, what our wound is. And as we discover what is underneath that wound, we will find our gift. That is quite the challenge for any new moon and the beginning of a new zodiac cycle. So it is a powerful time to be a human on this planet. So I am here with some humor, some joy, some energy reading, some imagery through the tarot cards, and just some companionship if you are feeling like, wow, it's a lot right now. So yeah, we're going to play for 20, 30 minutes. I will do this tarot card reading, and then I will stop and I will create an extended, which is wisdom from our guides. So if this tarot card reading resonates with you, then you might want to tune into the extended, which will be available on my website. Included with that extended reading is also a new moon meditation, which I will be creating right after this, and we will be tuning into together. They are beautiful meditations. They're usually about 20 minutes. I come up with a playlist that is played on a separate device. You can have a multidimensional meditative experience. And then we also set intentions. So included in that $11 exchange, you get the video, the new moon meditation, and you also get manifestation support. And so we will set our intentions together, put them into a big circle, and write them down, and then release them to the stars. So good support for you if you're looking for that. All right, we are going to begin today with a little bonus. So my friend for my birthday found this little pocket oracles. I don't know if you have seen these before. Let me switch hands. She found them on Etsy, and they're these tiny, tiny little cards, and on each one are animals. And so you just flip through, and then you pull a card, and then it has this beautiful little piece of wood, and you stick the card in here, and it's just like a little reminder. So we are going to start with that today. So this is an overall animal totem energy pull for the new moon in Aries, and we are going to have think quick. Is that not Aries? A little bunny rabbit. How cute is that? Think quick. All right, that's our guidance for this tarot card reading, and then some play for you for the month ahead. I love bunny rabbits. I feel like they get a lot done, and they're super, just cute. Super cute. All right, we are going to begin with the Osho Zen tarot cards. I will pull 3. We'll do one for the individual now, one for the collective now, and then one for the highest potential for the next lunar cycle. And so just allow yourself to settle in and play along with me. Even though we pull so many of the same cards over time, the energy is always different and the messages are always different. And so I trust that what comes through today will resonate with you because you found your way here to watch this video. So there must be some matches. Okay, individual now. We're going to do one more divide. There we go. And we're going to take, I think, the top 3 cards. So the individual now, celebration, also an Aries energy. My Aries love to celebrate. The collective now, politics. Damn if that isn't true, huh? Politics. We've had that card a lot lately. I feel like that message just keeps coming up. And then the highest potential for the next lunar cycle, slowing down. Our little turtle is back. So beautiful. Okay, let's tune in together and see what we want to see. All right, again, through the lens of Aries, Chiron, wounded healer, what is triggering you? Let's look. I actually feel like I have to put these 2 together. Okay, first we're going to let you look at it for yourself. So what do you notice? I'll try to get it so it focuses for you. What do you notice about this card? What jumps out first to you? And is it the colors, the movement, the individuals, the rain? What is it that you notice? The card is celebration. I'm also going to go right to the collective now, and then we'll hold them side by side. Politics. Let me put it there. So what do you notice about this card? The colors, the mask, the light shining behind him. Yeah, see what you notice. All right, here's what I see when I put them together. See if you see it the same way I do. I'm still learning this video camera. Here we go. Okay, so here's what I see. And of course, we're going to start with this because it seems to be such a topic of conversation. So celebration feels like the Oscars, the ceremony of the Oscars. Yay, party! Individually, we're all celebrating. We've done all these amazing things as an industry. Oh, and then the collective now. Boom. What's actually happening behind the masks? When we drop all of the illusion, what is actually true? What is actually true? Is that celebration true, right? Is the appearance of what it looks like actually what you're going to feel or see behind the scenes? So let's unpackage that a little bit. My husband wrote a book, and it's called Behind the Scenes Stage Handbook. It's a whole workbook for students and those in the industry about what actually does it take to put on theater, to put on a show. And so that's the title that keeps coming forward for me, behind the scenes. Like, if this is what we're seeing or wanting to experience individually, if this is what's happening, this big celebration, what's actually happening behind the scenes? Collectively, there's a different energy. Collectively, something else is going on. Masks are being dropped. The true motives are being revealed. The game playing, right, is being shown to us. And to me, that really, that aligns with this Chiron energy, with the Aries energy, starting a whole new zodiac cycle. Aries are fire and action and getting shit done. Like, Aries can move. They can party. They can play. The Aries I know, like, they are impressive. And if they're in integrity, if they're in alignment, they're amazing. If there is game playing, like, it's going to show itself. And so all of it, the Chiron, the Aries, the new zodiac cycle, the new moon, I feel like these two cards are like, yep, here's what's going on in the world. All right, so Oscars aside, we don't need to talk about Will Smith and Chris Rock. I think that has been discussed more than enough. Let's talk a little bit about celebration, just individually. So if we move away from what is happening in Hollywood, what is happening in the rest of the world, and bring it to you, to me, individual level. This is a card pull for the new moon in Aries, and the card says celebration is the individual energy. So how true does that feel to you? How true does it feel? And perhaps the invitation is individually to see if you can find the celebration even in the rain. Because if you look, it's a storm. Like, there's a massive storm that is happening in this image, and they're still out there dancing in it. They're still out there celebrating. They're moving energy. They're moving their bodies. They're lifting their hands up and stomping their feet and splashing in the water. And they're like, bring it, bring it, bring the storm. We actually had a huge windstorm here last night, and then heavy, heavy rain this morning. And I was inside. I was not outside in this. And yet I know that feeling. I know that feeling of dancing in the rain and playing in the mud and forgetting what is happening anywhere else, and just being right here in the beauty and the magic that is this human journey. And so perhaps this very first card is saying to us, are you finding the celebration even in the chaos? And maybe we're not. Maybe this card is the reminder. Doesn't matter collectively for a moment. Can you, in each moment as much as possible, like, be in the beauty of it, be in the magic of the humanness of it? I think that is just one of the greatest challenges. And again, since we're doing Aries, beginning of the zodiac cycle, perhaps this is something for the whole year for us to be exploring individually over and over and over and over again. Can we keep coming back to this sense of celebration that we are even here, that we exist? And can we do it in community? This card to me always represents like the magic of finding the people who are weird and quirky, just like you, just like me, like those crazy ones that'll go out and dance in the rain. There aren't a lot of them, but when you find them, you know them. You're like, hey, hey, you, my friend, I know you. Like, let's hang together. Let's do things together. Let's celebrate this life together. Perhaps as we start this new zodiac cycle individually, we're being invited to find those people, to remember that those people are out there who are like us, who want to play and celebrate life like us. And so how do we find them? You know, how do we match their energy? And I feel like this feels like a total sidebar, but this is what's coming through. I feel like the way that we find them is by being fully ourselves. Quirky, weird, doing things our own way. Like, you know, my card pulls are not like other people's. They're just my way of reading energy and playing with what I see. And yet there's a truth and a magic and a celebration in the way that I do it that resonates, or you wouldn't be sitting here watching this. And so how do we find those who are like us? We are us. We be ourselves. we be weird and wacky and quirky and individual and play and dance and celebrate this human journey. And then those who are like that and want to play and dance in the rain find their way towards us. So new moon in Aries, beginning of a whole new year. Individually, let's tap into celebration. Let's tap into like finding the magic and the beauty in this human realm, because it's here, it exists, it absolutely does. And in order to do that, collectively, we got to drop the masks. We got to stop playing the games and start being true and real and authentic. So we're both, right? We've talked about this in past new moon readings. We are both of those. We are the one that's cracking up and manipulating the energy behind the mask, and we are the mask that's all pretty and looking good and like me, got my makeup on, got my little pretty thing that's hiding my very messy bookshelf. And I am both of those. I am the one who wakes up and puts her hair in a ponytail and runs errands and goes to the gym, and the one who likes to put on a nice little look and sit in front of the camera and do both. I think this card is saying to us, what's the difference or the discrepancy between the two? How wide is the gap between the mask and the one behind the mask? And how do you bring them into alignment so that it just becomes this game you play, right? Like peekaboo with a child. Like, I'm here and I'm not. Or, you know, I put my ball cap on, I take my ball cap off, but I'm still the same one. The same weird, quirky, wacky, fun, silly one who will dance in the rain. And I'm the one who likes to put on makeup or a pretty dress and go out. I'm also the one who likes to lay by the pool and get sweaty and have my hair in a ponytail. Like, I'm all of it, and I'm the same. And I think the politics card is saying collectively, can we stop the politics? Can we stop the gap, the division that exists between who we appear to be and who we actually are? And I think the Chiron energy, the new moon tightly conjunct Chiron, as Astro Butterfly says, it's forcing a squeeze on that gap. It's showing where we have the gap between the two to ourselves, perhaps first. You know, I have a sense that Will Smith was as shocked as perhaps Chris Rock and everyone else that he actually did that thing. There may have been a part of him that couldn't believe he was actually walking up and did that. But when you're carried by that emotion, the mask just falls to the ground. You're like, I'm actually this one right here, and this snake and transformation energy is rushing up through me, and I'm going to attack. I'm going to hiss. I'm going to go. That was truth. And then all of us are like, whoa, what was that? We've been looking at the little mask over here that says something else is going on. It's amazing, isn't it, to be an observer. And I think collectively, those that we give our time and our attention and our money to, through paying to go see movies and paying to go see comedians and putting our attention on an Oscars show, like we strengthen the power and the impact that those who are on stage have by our time and our attention. And so they are, in a sense, representing what's happening inside of all of us, because all of us are feeding all of this attention and energy to their stage and their platform. So there's some part of us that is also a match to what we were watching on TV. There's definitely a part of me that has been angry enough to slap someone before. I don't know that I have, that I can remember, but I've been on the receiving end of slaps, and I know the one across from me had energy moving that created that. Like, we're not separate from what happened. I don't know why I keep talking about this, but we're not separate from what happened at the Oscars. It is a collective representation of what all of us are moving through in dissolving the masks and becoming more real. The difference is, as witnesses and spectators, we get to kind of lean back and then have all this judgment and opinion and speculation. And yeah, these are humans living their lives like we are and working through their own humanness. So, yeah, collective now. I mean, I keep coming back to the same message. We all are dropping the masks. We all are learning how to be more authentic and transparent. So who you see here is who you see everywhere. And, you know, grace to those who are doing it more publicly than we are. All right. Wisdom from our guides. No, this is not it. That's the next reading. Highest possibilities for the next lunar cycle. What do you notice about this card? Yep. I love this card. I love this card because the turtle has stars all over his back. Can you see it? I don't know if you can see it. He's got like beautiful stars all over his back. And then in the water are more stars. And he's like making his way towards the stars. But he's got to carry his whole back and home on him. And somehow, I don't know why I make the turtle a him. Maybe it's a her. It's like a being. The turtle wants to take the stars on its back and get back into the water and like float and have the stars in the water merge with the stars on his or her back. And it's just that distance, right? Same sort of thing. It's that distance from here to the water. Where's the water? There. Like, what's that gap, and how long is it going to take that turtle to get from where she is to where she wants to be? Slowing down, to me, always, it's the same thing as the celebration card. It's like, if you slow down the activity enough, you can be very present and choiceful in how you are moving through your day, so that when the rain starts and you feel that little like shiver up your spine that says, go dance in the rain, you're aware enough because you've slowed down that you can go dance in the rain. You'll be like, oh, that impulse is moving through me. I'm going to go do that thing and celebrate this human life. When you slow down, you feel your emotions. You're present to the emotions and the energy that flush through you. And so this dropping of the mask is a conscious choice. It's a deliberate choice that says, I feel anger, I feel resentment, I feel disappointment. Where is that coming from? This is Chiron. Where is that coming from? What is the wound? Why? What do I do? How do I come back into myself? Slowing down, right? How do I come back into myself and find the origin of that emotion, the story that started it all? And when I find that, and I sit in that experience, and I unpackage that, I'm always going to find it's about me. It's never about the other person. It's me, the me that has the mask up, the me that has this distance between who I present myself as and who I actually am. And that's the work. That's the gift in the wound. It's when you transmute your own wound into a gift that you can then share with the world, or share with your partner, or share with those you love. Slowing down gives us the opportunity to do that, to have that alchemical transformation within ourselves, to take the snake and like unwind it, unravel it, find the core of it, and then go, oh, that's why I feel that way. That's why I have that reaction. When I can sense that and own that, and then come back into my own space and take a breath, slow it down, feel it. Now the conversations are so different. Now we can talk about what's actually happening between two people. Now we can like put it all to the side and say, I am here to celebrate life. I'm going to go trust that impulse that says freedom, celebration, rain, right? And go enjoy the human realm. When we are playing politics with ourselves and with everyone around us, we can't access this. We can't feel the joy of the moment, because who is feeling the joy, and what is the moment that we prefer, and how do we trust which way to go? If there are these two separate parts of ourselves that want to go in different directions, then what do we do? So, slowing down with the little rabbit that says, think quick. I love the turtle and the rabbit. Don't they compete usually? The turtle and the rabbit have a race. Is that right? I thought that was. So I guess you can do both. You can think quick and you can slow down. But I prefer slowing down. That's really sweet. I love how the rabbit is like looking back. Like, are you coming? Are you going to follow? Oh, it's so sweet. All right, I am going to tap into wisdom from our guides and create the extended video. So if you are interested, come tune in with me. I wish you a really peaceful, calm, centered new moon in Aries. Don't allow Chiron to sweep you up and carry you away. Like, slow down, feel it, be with it, right? And then share with those that you trust, and allow them to see you and walk with you. Drop the masks and allow people to actually be with you in this moment. And I will see you next month, or I will see you for the extended. Have a beautiful new moon in Aries. Mwah.